What's up, everything Browns Nation? Let me get my headphones on. We are live. It's 12 o'clock somewhere. Well, actually, it's 12 o'clock here. It's 12 o'clock around the world, 9 o'clock some other places. You get where I'm going. Sunday, Browns football is back and in effect. Let me know where you're watching. Let me know how you're feeling this afternoon. If you're watching on Facebook, YouTube, wherever you're at, I want to say thank you. We're back this Sunday, and let me tell you, we don't have an easy test today. As we all know who we face, those New England Patriots. And let's be honest with ourselves. I know we're nervous. And if you're not nervous, you are a better person than me. Let me know how you're feeling. On YouTube, Clyde says, what's up? AAA says, good morning, Corey. Go Browns. Phil says, how it's going. I'm worried for our Browns not going as hoped. Shout out to you, Phil. And Frederick on YouTube says, this is going to be a hard test game. Dog check. Go Browns. Yes, it's going to be a hard day today, but we got to get through it.
Dog check!
You say dog check, you get a dog check.
Dog check!
Clyde says he's cutting his hair, and Cheryl says dog check. It's going to be a tough one today. I'm trying to get over to YouTube. My phone's going a little slow, so bear with me today. What's your confidence going into the game? Let me know. What's your confidence level from 1 to 10? I'm going to start off the show with that because I need the pulse of the Browns fans. What is your confidence level going into this game? We're sitting at 2-4. What's your confidence level going into this game as the New England Patriots are 7-0 after they made Sam Darnold look at ghosts? He sees ghosts, whatever you want to call it. What is your confidence level going into this game? Let me know. My confidence level, I'm going to tell you right now. I'm going to be completely honest with you because that's what I do when I go live, when I make a video. And if you haven't already, subscribe to the YouTube page. Cheap plug. Link is in the description over on Facebook. I would appreciate it. Hit that subscribe. Thank you. My phone just blasted. My level is a whopping 1.5. That's my confidence level going into this game. A 1.5 out of 10. Now I know, well, come on, Corey. Aren't you a real fan? Come on, give us a little more than that. That's all I got for you. A 1.5 out of 10 is my confidence level because there is nothing showing me going into this game that makes me go, hey, we're going to go into Foxborough and shock the world. Now, I hope they prove me wrong, but that's my confidence level. I'll make my pick later. Over on YouTube, Chris says, what's up, Mr. Boy? Lois says, beat the Patriots. John says, go Brown. Lois is in Saratoga, Florida. Kedrick says, these are the games we shine in. Chris says a -5. So he's worse than me. -5 over on Facebook. Frederick says he's a 7. John says we need this W. Zach says this week, Patriots undefeated, short week. Browns 2-4, but their record is their record. Baker's pissed. Landry's pissed. OBJ trying to get in Belichick's good side to fool everyone. Browns 27-20. And Lois, her confidence level is an 8. We got a -5. We got an 8. We got a 27-20 victory. We think OBJ is getting into people's heads. We'll get into that later. But what are your thoughts on these Cleveland Browns? What are your thoughts that we are 2-4 going into Foxborough? We're always in the media for whatever the reason why. Shoot the Trill is back. I forgot who his team is, but thank you for watching again. He says Baker throws 4 picks. Listen, hey, I can't say nothing about that. I keep it real. I wouldn't be shocked. Listen, I can't say anything about that. Usually I go at people who come in here and I go, hey, what are you doing? Shut up. But I can't. Listen, what can I say about that? I can't say anything. What can I say? Nothing. He's going against Bill Belichick. I hope that's wrong. Cheryl says, I have none, seriously. Aaron says, for some reason, I feel we are winning today. AAA says his confidence level is at a 9. Phil says, I hope so. Abe says, I think they're going to be fine. They have a good rest. That's what we needed. Phil says, if they go 2-5, there will be no playoff run. And Shoot the Trill says, what's needed is a real coach. And that was at Abe. Hey, I got nothing to say about that either. Freddie been looking suspect. He's going against Bill Belichick. And if you like what you see, hit that thumbs up on Facebook and YouTube. If you're on Facebook, hit those emojis. If you're laughing, if you're crying, if you're angry, let me know how you are. If you're on YouTube, hit that thumbs up. I would appreciate it. Larry says his confidence level is a -15. So let's put that into perspective for a moment. A -15. That means when you woke up, you just rolled out of the bed, you fell, and you said it is over. And I cannot say anything about that, because if that's your confidence level, that's what it is. That's why I put the question there. If you're a 9, then you are always hopeful, and that's okay. But I cannot say anything at a -15 because Bill Belichick and the Patriots, they know how to scheme. They know what to take away. And my goodness, that defense has been looking ferocious. My thoughts on this Brown team is frustration. I'm frustrated with this team because we should not be 2-4. 3-3. And 4-2 at best, but not 2-4. That's the frustrating part because you had this game coming up. And if you lost this game and you were 4-3, you would say, hey, that's okay. We're 4-3. There's nothing let's breathe easy. We're 4-3. We have some games that are winnable now, but sitting at 2-4 and a good possibility to go 2-5. Listen. I can sugarcoat anything all I want, but that's not what I do when I talk about sports or anything in life. Sitting at 2-5, you can go, hey, we can run off 9 in a row. Yeah, we can run off 9 in a row. And Beyonce may leave Jay-Z to marry me, but that most likely will not happen. It just most likely will not. Okay? Winning off 9 in a row is a hard freaking thing to do in the NFL. It could happen. It might happen, but most likely it will not. So if you go 2-5 to end up in 11-5, that's going to be a pretty hard thing to do. You still got to play Baltimore. Buffalo, they're not as bad as we thought. And you never know what can happen in the NFL. So this is a very big game, and you didn't want it to come up to that. So frustration is my thoughts with this Browns team. Phil says, yes, sir, that's true. He said no team has gone to the playoffs starting off at 2-5. Aaron says we got to play good, consistent football. No mistakes. His confidence is at a 3. Frederick says, I've been a Brown fan for life. I feel like 8. I believe. Dog check.
Dog check.
AAA says, I have faith, Corey. And Clyde says, you have a better chance with Candace Patton, bro. Hey, I'll take Candace Patton too. If anybody knows her number, please give it to me. And Bill says 24-16 Browns over on YouTube. I appreciate everybody making the comments. I love y'all. I appreciate it. Jeff says, hello, Corey. Hey, Jeff. How you doing? Joe says, what's up from Newport Richie, Florida? Nick Chubb and those receivers go off today. Michael says, we will have it with the back half of our schedule. Hands down, we will own the division, period. Gary says, the thing is, the Browns haven't played up to potential. So how does Bill Belichick know exactly what to scheme against? And my guy, Jake, my co-host from the Buckeyes show, says, what up, Corey? Going to be a close game today. That's my Buckeye Insider. If you haven't seen everything Buckeye Nation, which I also co-host, shout out to my guy, Jake, in the comments. He says a close game. Well, listen, I hope he's right. I want to win. We'll see. And the Belichick comment, he doesn't know what the scheme for. I think that was by Gary Griffith. Man, Belichick is just he's a coaching savant. Bill Belichick is a coaching savant, and that's what worries me about this game. Now that we're talking about it, let me just skip down so I can, get the graphic here. As the Browns, they take on those Patriots at 4 p.m. That's what worries me about this game. Is Bill Belichick is a coaching savant. He just is. I mean, if we're going to be honest with ourselves, Bill Belichick versus Freddie Kitchens. I mean, I'm not trying to throw shade at Freddie, but that's not a matchup we're going to win today. So we better find something else to hang our hat on. That's not one of them. If we're going to rely on coaching, that's not going to be it. And I don't care if we had an extra week to prepare. I'm not hanging my hat on that matchup. Freddie Kitchens versus Bill Belichick. And that's a lot of coaches. Not throwing shade on Freddie. There's not a lot of coaches you're going to take in this league. You're going to say, you know what? I like our coaching matchup. No. You're just not going to do it. So we're actually going to have to rely on talent on this one to win this game, because coaching is not going to cut it. Thomas says, let's go. Chris says closest game will be at the coin. Oh boy, that's a good one. Chris Lyons just has no confidence today, and I can't say nothing. I can't say anything. He says the closest the game will be is at the coin toss. And Lois says Baker is the maker, even as hot. He's going to be tossing pastries. Oh, he's going to be tossing pastries. Okay. Oh man, that's funny. He said the coin toss is the closest this game is going to be today. Aaron says the O-line needs to block and defense needs to make plays, turnovers. Phil G with the LOL. Birdie Man 26 says Browns needs to play no mistakes over here on YouTube Football Today to have a chance winning. And Shoot to Trill says 42-17 Pats. Can't say anything about that. Listen, I try to keep it real when I'm on here. I'm not going to be like, oh, you're out of your mind. Now, the 50 at halftime with Seattle, he was out of his mind there. But with that, I can't say anything. We take on the Patriots at 4 o'clock, 4:25 actually. That was just the rounded time I put. It's actually 4:25. You can see at the bottom left-hand screen. But something else I wanted to talk about. You know that people are there's a lot of split decision here. So I want to get the pulse of the fans here. There's a lot, people love Baker or they hate Baker, or they're in the middle, or sometimes you just can't be honest about Baker Mayfield, our quarterback, our leader of this team. Because if you're honest about Baker, whoa, or some people just don't want to jump on one side or the other. But here's my question I have for you. Are you tired of Baker Mayfield talking? Are you tired of it? I'm in this position. Now you could be tired of it. That's fine. But I'm in this position of what you get when you sign up for it. You know what you get. It's like when you buy a dog and the dog starts barking and then you get upset. Wait a minute. That's what a dog does. It barks. Why are you upset now? What? No, a dog barks. That's what it does. I'm sorry. Baker Mayfield talks. This is what he does. That's his personality. Now, you can be tired of it though. But this whole thing of being shocked or appalled or oh my goodness, but are you tired of it? The reason why I ask is because he came out this week still talking about the refs after he was fined, and he knew he was going to be fined, and he still doubled down on it, and freedom of speech and whatever you want to call it. Are you tired of Baker Mayfield talking? 11 interceptions, not playing well. It's beautiful when you're winning though. It's beautiful. You can talk and take that. But when you're losing, it may rake your coals a little bit. It may get on your nerves. But are you tired of it? Just let me know. It's okay to be tired. But to me, when people are shocked, That's what gets me, because you know what you got when you got them. Brian says it's downpouring rain. It needs to be a running game. Chubb needs 25 touches and manipulate the clock. Shoot the Trill says if they could play to their potential, Browns could win this game, but Fredward won't have them ready. He also said less talk, more win. And Phil says no, I want to see them winning more. Clyde says I would be fine with him talking if he could back it up. His play has been suspect. He needs to focus on getting better. I like those. I like the response over on YouTube. On Facebook, Joel says not if Baker can back it up. Devin says no, I'm not. Chris says I hope I eat my words like I have about Damon Arnett. Amen, brother Chris. Listen, Damon Arnett, I know we're changing the subjects real quick, but on the Buckeyes, Damon Arnett has shut me up, and I am glad about it. When I am wrong, I will come on here and I will admit it to the world and be happy about it. I've talked trash about Damon Arnett beginning of this season, and boy, he's playing with one hand, balling out. Shout out to that guy. He's proved me wrong. Eric says, let him talk. The wins will come. He needs to play his game. Talking is part of his game. Jeff says, man, that dude is annoying. Mike says, Baker is my boy. Logan says, Baker's the man. Logan says, Baker. Zachary says, the one star that knows one is 7 out of 11 interceptions. Hits the receiver's hands first. Baker needs to quit doing everything outside of football. Jeff says Cleveland did once upset the Pats. Could it happen again? So some people are fine with Baker talking. Some people aren't. Here's my position on it. I know what we got when we got Baker. I've come on here and I've said, listen, why are you guys shocked? But listen, when you continue to lose and lose, people don't care. Now, I know fans care, but when they see the stat sheet and you are tied or lead the league in interceptions, when you win, it's all because of you. When you lose, it's all because of you. It ain't looking good when you keep talking. It just does not. And I know, but who cares what it looks like? When you're the quarterback, it matters. It matters. It's time to start backing it up. If you're going to talk, it's time to back it up. Especially when your coach is average at best right now. And you can say the receivers are dropping it. That's fine. That's fine and dandy. But at the end of the day, it's going to go back to the quarterback. So unless he starts backing it up, that talking is not going to work. It was great last year because he was playing phenomenal football. And it just made it that much better. The bravado, take that. Listen, I know what we get. And I always back Baker. But unless he starts playing, and if he keeps talking and throwing more picks and not looking like what he did at the end of the year, it's just going to get worse and worse and worse. So he has got to back up his talk with great play. And hey, it may start today, but I don't know, because you got Bill Belichick waiting around the corner with the number one defense in the NFL. And what my fans have told me, my Cleveland Brown fans have told me, it's sloppy rain. That's not ideal conditions to sling the ball around. Logan says he'll walk the walk today. Julie says agreed. Donald says Browns will win just like the great white rhino ran over them in 2010. Chubbs is going to go off in the rain. Mike says Baker will win today. Logan says we're healthy. We are minus Demarius Randall. He's out. Odell has some groin injury. Myles Garrett had a suspicious knee injury. He came up on the injury report, but I'm pretty sure he's going to play. So that is my thoughts on Baker and the talk. And I'm fine as long as you back it up. I'm not surprised. You get what you get. If you buy a dog and you're mad it starts barking, why'd you buy the dog? If you draft Baker Mayfield and you're mad he's talking, why'd you draft Baker Mayfield? But it's just time to back it up. Cheryl says, I just think he should play ball and prove his point on the field. Aaron says he woke up feeling dangerous. I try to get your sound effects in.
I woke up feeling dangerous.
Hopefully that's how he woke up.
I woke up feeling dangerous.
And if you're new to this program, if it's your first time watching, I appreciate all of you. And if you like what you're watching, hit that thumbs up. If you're on YouTube, subscribe. I would appreciate it. Turn on those notifications. And if you're on Facebook and not subscribed to the YouTube, click that link and join the YouTube family. I would appreciate it. My guy George, sorry for being late for class this morning. Hey, you're never late. You're right on time when you show up. I appreciate it, my guy George. So we're going to move on here. There's been a lot of rumors. Trade deadline coming up. Do you think the Browns will make a move for anyone? Offensive line primarily. Do you think the Browns will make a trade? Nate Solder is in the rumors. Of course, Trent Richardson is in the rumors. And now I'm kind of shocked who is even being thought of being traded. Now, this is why I do what I do. You know, I don't get paid for nothing. So, you know, I can say what I want to say. I can be as biased as I want. Now, some professionals are biased too, so I guess that doesn't matter. But I'm shocked that Hollywood Higgins is even in the rumors of being traded. I mean, maybe it's just me, but I thought he's one of our best receivers. Now, I know he's not the flashy name type, but how could you trade my guy Hollywood? How could he even be in the rumors? I am hurt, but I heard he was in the rumors. Maybe Callaway looking for some line help. I understand our line isn't the greatest. Part of it's on Baker holding the ball, but to get rid of one of his favorite targets doesn't seem like the best move to me. That's one of his favorite targets that even hasn't been on the field because he was hurt. And then in Seattle, he could have played, but the coach didn't play him. But once again, I'm no GM, and I've said it before, or maybe I'm wrong, but I don't see the point of getting rid of Hollywood. But that's just me. Maybe I'm incorrect. Maybe I don't know what I'm talking about. Like I said, I will not question Dorsey because once I've done it, I've been proved completely wrong. But I don't see the point in trading Hollywood. To me, Baker's favorite target when he's on the field. Brian said Jermaine Whitehead is a better safety than Randall, as is Eric Murphy. Not worried. Chris says the kitchen is going to have the Baker serving up. Oh man. Donald says Baker going to shut them all up here in a few hours. Let's go Browns. Donald says I can feel it coming in New England about 420. Go Browns 21-14. Brian says trade Randall. He's not worth the money he's going to want. Eric said there's no way they trade Higgins. That's Baker's boy. Swear Hollywood is our best receiver, says Brian. Eric says I can see Callaway being traded. Donald says love the show and can't believe Hollywood's going anywhere. That's Baker's go-to. Callaway before Hollywood. And Brian says Callaway is a one-trick pony. Trade him. Thank you for the comment on loving the show. Appreciate it. Like I said, I don't know why you would trade Hollywood. It could be my fandom talking. Like I said, I'm just a fan. I get emotional. I do. I don't see why you would trade him, but that's just me. Shoot the truth says keep Higgins. Clyde says, so there's a question. Should we start to question Dorsey? Hey, I said you guys can. I just said I can't. All right. I can't, but you guys can. He's not perfect. He makes bad moves. It's just when I did, I was wrong both times. I was 0 for 2. I will not go 0 for 3. All right? My reputation's on the line here. I can't keep being wrong when it comes to him. But yes, you can question Dorsey. Once he had a player wrong, he shipped them away. He said goodbye. Bye-bye. You guys can question him. I'm saying I won't because I'm 0 for 2. That's a bad ratio. 0 for 3 that's really bad. He's up 2-0. So, Shoot the Trail says not Dorsey is the coach. He has no clue what he's doing. And Bill Haley says Higgs always in the right place at the right time. He better see the field today. That's all I got to say. If he doesn't see the field, I'm going to have a problem with Freddie Kitchens. Like that matters. Who am I? But you get what I'm saying. Jeff says hopefully Chubb will get the carries, protect the ball in this crappy weather. Hopefully Chubbs get some carries. He needs to get carries. And while we're talking about Nick Chubb getting carries, his counterpart came back to practice today. Wow, really? There's no practice today. He came back to practice this week. Kareem Hunt. Back at practice. Can't play till week 10, but he was back on the field. They said he looked great. I'm happy he's back. Chubb can't run every play. I know some people are like, he's going to eat into Chubb's carries. No, we don't need it. He doesn't run Chubb enough. I can see that narrative. But when Chubb gets tired and he goes out, obviously they don't trust any other running back. They just don't because they don't run them. When Chubb gets tired, it's 5 wide pass or they're going to pass it. They don't trust the other running backs on the team, evidently. Why? I don't know. Maybe you guys know. Let me know why. But they don't trust him. Is it because Hilliard fumbled in the preseason? They said that's enough. Now, they gave him a goal line touch for a touchdown against Seattle. I understand that. But when it comes down to it, when Chubb gets tired, they don't trust anybody. So I'm glad Kareem Hunt's back at practice. I wish he could play today, but he can't. He can't play till week 10. How do you guys feel about Kareem Hunt back at practice? Are you happy? Are you mad because it's going to take touches away from Nick Chubb? I think Nick Chubb will be fine. I think he's going to be okay. He has proved himself to be a number 1 back. Zach says, don't get why Callaway isn't on the trading block instead of Higgins. That's mind-blowing to me. Higgins has been Mayfield's angel on plays. Chris has wasted draft pick on Corbett and traded him for a bag of Skittles. Hey, I can't argue with that point either. I cannot. George says, in Chubb I trust over on YouTube. Aaron says, Higgins should be playing in the game if he's healthy. And Aaron says, I thought Hunt was coming back in week 8 after 8-week suspension. They say week 10, you don't count bye weeks. So he will be playing week 10. I wish he was playing, man. I really do. I really do. We need him. I think he will definitely help pass blocking and coming out of the backfield. I think that is something that we're missing here. Chubb is good coming out of the backfield, but I really believe that Kareem Hunt is better at that. Now, don't throw anything at me for saying that because I know we love Nick Chubb. I understand it. But when it comes from coming out of the backfield and running routes, I believe Kareem Hunt is better. And I just think having 2 dynamic running backs instead of 1 will help. Now, will it be too late? It may be. It just depends on what the Browns do. But I'm still happy he's coming back. Hopefully it's not too little, too late for Kareem Hunt when he does come back for the Cleveland Browns. Eric says Kareem Hunt is going to help us get better. Donald says Hunt's 10th week, Chubb will get a break, going to be big help. And is going to start rocking and rolling. Cannot wait. And Eric says he does like Hilliard on kickoff returns. I do too. That is a good point. Great point to bring up. Hilliard is good on kick returns. They do trust him as far as that. But I guess they do not trust him as a backup running back role, which makes me question trading Duke Johnson when you did. To me, and I question Now, I do question things. Hey, why trade him if you're not going to trust your backup running back? If you're under contract, you can cry to me all you want. I don't care. But that's just me. If you don't trust your backup running back, I ain't trading you until I have to. But that's just me. We're halfway through the show. This is the Everything Browns Nation live show. We're live 12-1 on Sundays. We're halfway through the season. Week 8, fresh off a bye week, off a tough loss to the Seattle Seahawks. And what makes that loss hurt me the most, I mean to my soul, my core, is the Ravens went to Seattle and just beat them down when we needed Seattle to win. That really hurt because we were beating them down. We had them right on the ropes. And then we all know what happened. Up 20-6 in the red zone. And 20-13, I mean, whatever. 20-13 in the red zone. And then the wheels fell off. That hurt. That was a big time loss to me, especially when you had them on the ropes. Could go up 2 scores at halftime, and then we know the rest of the story. But I appreciate you guys for watching, tuning in as we get ready for the New England Patriots, who we will have to fight, scratch, claw to win this game. Rainy weather in New England, Foxborough. Who does that help more? Does it help the Browns? Does it help the Patriots? Well, the way Nick Chubb is running, it may help the Browns, but they have the better coach. We will have to see. As I look at the comments here, Eric says put them both of them in. That should scare everyone. Going to be a 1-2 punch. Zach said that's because he knew he had Hunt coming in for the second half of the season. Hilliard has proven himself to be crappy. 2 tip passes for interception. Keep him on special teams. Oh, I know they don't trust Hilliard. I still wouldn't have traded him. Not until I have to, especially if I knew Hilliard was that bad on offense. But that's just me. But I see your point when it comes to trading Duke Johnson. George on YouTube says they are not showing the Browns game here. If I want to watch football, I will have to suffer and watch the lowly Falcons lose yet again. Just came across the wires that the Falcons and Browns are trading coaches. Huh? Hopefully Hunt won't take anything away from Chubb. I don't believe he will, George. I really don't believe he will. That's just me. I say I could be wrong. I don't have any inside sources. I just give my opinions, which is like 30-70, 30 right percent, 70 wrong. But it is what it is. I think he would just compliment him, make him fresher, give a new dynamic to an offense that at times looks great and at times goes, what the heck is going on? But I don't think that he will take away from Chubb, only add to it, but we will have to see. Now, here's one thing that kind of got under my skin this week. It could be just me because I'm petty. If y'all don't know, I'm a very petty person. I am petty. I'm King Petty. I just petty for no reason. But Odell Beckham Jr. was getting on my nerves this week. All right. I have backed him up all year. If you have watched this show, I have backed him up all year. People have came on here and they have, said some kind of bad things about Odell Beckham Jr. Not everybody. Some comments I've read them, and not some I haven't even read off on the show because they've bashed Odell. I've watched Facebook Cleveland fans bash Odell Beckham Jr. and I have supported him every week on this show. Okay, when it comes to the watch, when it comes to the face mask, when it came not to support and up to camp. Every single week, I have supported this man on this show. Does it matter? No, because I am absolutely no one. No one cares who I am. I am nothing. But the point is, I have supported this man every single week on this show. But this crap made me want to throw up this week. Now, maybe I'm reading into it wrong. Maybe I got it wrong, but I don't care because I hate Tom Brady. I hate him with my soul. Everything in my being, my type, my blood type, everything. I can't stand the man. I know he's great, but I hate him. With everything that I got, I hate him. All right? I hate him. I'm a hater. Okay? And that's what it is. And OBJ just coming out. Oh, I love Tom Brady. I mean, I just wanted to play with him my whole career. It's what I wanted to do. I got some GOAT cleats for him when I see him in Bill Belichick. And I know somebody said that that's head games. Well, I don't care. All right? Shut up when it comes to this love story with you and Tom Brady. Could you have said it some other week before we go and play him? Or keep it to yourself? I don't want to hear about your love affair with Tom Brady and how he's so great and you dreamt of playing with him. I don't care. I don't care. Clyde says, cares who you are. Laugh out loud. I don't care. I hate Tom Brady, and I don't want to hear you loving all over him before we go and play him. That's something I don't want to hear. As a Browns fan, I don't want to hear that. We're going to have to watch this man potentially, not saying it's going to happen, potentially light up our defense. It could happen. And then I got to think about you loving all over him this week and Bill Belichick. I wanted to play for them. I just wanted to play for Tom Brady. Made me sick. But maybe I'm just thinking wrong. Maybe I'm being petty. Like I said, I'm a petty person. Maybe it's just me. Maybe it's my hatred for Tom Brady. That could be it too. But that's the last thing I wanted to read. That's the last thing I wanted to read this week was OBJ loving on Tom Brady and Bill Belichick while your quarterback is struggling and you're dropping passes. That's right. I said it. Dropping passes. That's what I wanted to hear was you loving Tom Brady. Thank you very much, OBJ. And then people are saying, that's what I thought. See, I told you. But I can't say nothing but just hate because I hate Tom Brady. But that's all I'm going to say about that. It just did not make me happy to hear about that. Zach said he makes the great catches but can't make the simple ones. Concentrate on beating the Pats instead of praising them. That's all I'm saying. That's all I'm saying. George says stuck watching the Falcons. Bill says preach. And Cheryl says can't stand Brady either.
I woke up feeling dangerous.
And I hope Baker read those and he woke up feeling dangerous. Like, really? You love Tom Brady that much? Really? Okay. I hope that's how he felt. Because I couldn't take it and I couldn't stand it. But that's just me. And maybe I'm overreacting to it. Maybe it's just too much, but that's how I felt about reading all this OBJ and OBJ and Brady love fest, blah, blah, blah. That's how I felt about that. But we know what this is about. Thank you for watching. I need you guys to get your predictions in. Your big dog of the game, and get those in the comment section. Who do you think is going to win? Who's your big dog of the game? Let me know who is going to win this game and who is your big dog for the matchup for the Browns against the Patriots. 4:25, not 4 o'clock. I got 4 on there, but we know it's at 4:25 on CBS. Let me know who you think is going to win this game. Zach says you're 100% right. Chris says the refs are my big dog for giving the Browns a chance to win the coin toss. Zach's negative 15 confidence is showing. And if you just joined in, what is your confidence level for this game? I told you mine is a 1.5 for this game. 1.5 out of 10. That's the scale. Mine's a 1.5. Aaron says he is the enemy. We need to destroy him and the Pats. Phil G says interesting. I guess we'll see how many touches OBJ gets today. Brian says George, Google VBox and stream the game live. Trying to help George get the game live. He says he's stuck with the Falcons. and how they've been struggling. And Aaron says 14-13 Browns. And his big dog is Baker Mayfield. Not a bad big dog to have. I just went over Baker Mayfield. Is he talking too much? I hope he comes out with a big time performance today. And I'm looking for the sound effect.
Dog check!
Julie says, bring it. Cheetah check. Oh, I thought she said dog check. Well, I'm still going to hit it anyways. I don't have a cheetah check sound effect.
Dog check!
But I like it, says Julie. Eric says, big dog of the game, Landry. 8 catches, 90 yards, 2 touchdowns. And I believe, if I'm not mistaken, that will be Jarvis Landry's first touchdowns of this season. If I am not mistaken, I don't think he has crossed the end zone. He should have had a touchdown 2 weeks ago against Seattle, but we're not going to talk about that one. When it crossed the plane and then he fumbled and then it was a challenge and then all crap broke loose, but that's not what this is about. But it will be his first touchdowns this season if that happens for our guy Jarvis Landry. Jets game touchdown. Did he score against the Jets? I know OBJ scored against the Jets, but did Jarvis score against the Jets? I could be wrong. But I know OBJ did. I don't know about Jarvis. But anywho, he says, big dog Chubb, 17-6. Dennis, my guy Dennis says, Browns 17, Patriots 14. The Browns D-line dominates. We're going to get into my reasons if the Browns do win and my big dog in just a few. Thank you for the comment. And if you're watching on YouTube, I really do appreciate you guys, and Facebook, all of you. I appreciate everybody watching. And if you're new, you already know what to do. I'm not going to go over it. Yes, I am, because if you're new, you don't know. Hit that like button on YouTube, subscribe. I would appreciate it. Hit the bell to the right. And if you're on Facebook, just hit the like, follow the page, and the link is in the description to follow the YouTube as well. I would appreciate it. Ed on Facebook says, how can we keep Baker from throwing interceptions today? Make the Patriots secondary wear Browns colors. How can we increase Baker's completion percentage? Make the Browns receivers wear Patriots colors. Wow. Eric says he's overdue. Zachary says 0 TDs for Landry this far. That's what I thought. He doesn't have a Jets touchdown. He doesn't have a touchdown yet. And Julie says, I've been dog checking all morning. Woof, Corey, you are the big dog.
Dog check!
Dog check for you. I appreciate it. This game, let me tell you something. 1.5 is my confidence level. I'm going to be honest with you. When I go through my picks and all that, I'm going to give you my pick here in a little bit, but looking at this game, how do the Browns win? Let's go through that. We know how they lose. Bill Belichick's here. Stephon Gilmore. That Patriots defense is just plain nasty. Now, you can give me who have they played. That's fine. I understand. The Jets, Miami, Buffalo, they've been a little better. Pittsburgh, okay. I understand their schedule hasn't been the strongest. What do they say? You only play who's in front of you. The Giants, I get it. Well, that's Danny Dimes as far as they tell me. He's the greatest thing. He's the greatest new creation. They give him a nickname. He ain't dick crap, but we're not going to go there, okay? But you play who's in front of you. Our schedule's been 10 times harder than the Patriots, so we have to take that into consideration. If I'm going to talk you into upping your confidence level just a little bit, we have played a way harder schedule than the New England Patriots. But how do we win this game? How do we win? The defense has to win this game if we're going to be honest with each other. The defense has to win this game. We're almost healthy. We got our DBs back, but we lost Demarius Randall. He's out, hammy injury. What's up with hamstrings, man? What's up with all these hamstring injuries? How long is he going to be out? Ward and Greedy were out forever for the hamstring injury. But the defense has to win this game for us to win. It's not going to be the offense. I'll tell you that right now. I could be wrong, though. I can't guarantee it. But the way that New England defense is playing, our defense has to match. Because now, I'm not trying to jinx it, but the Patriots offense hasn't been the Patriots offense of the past. Their defense has been winning football games for that offense. They just signed Mohamed Sanu. Jeff Gordon from NASCAR just got released. What in the world am I talking about? Josh Gordon is going to be released within 1 to 2 weeks, they say. They keep trying to find receivers, patchworking that receiving core. Ben Watson gets released, gets re-signed, trying to find somebody for Brady to throw to. The defense is going to have to win this game. And like over on YouTube, like Dennis said, I agree wholeheartedly. Without blitzing, you have to get to Tom Brady quickly. This is what we signed. This is what the trade was for. It's for that front four to create havoc without blitzing. That's the key to me for the Browns to win, is to create havoc without blitzing. Without having to bring extra people to get to Tom Brady. To me, that's the key to winning this ball game. Without blitzing. Now, of course, I know they'll bring the occasional person, but not make it a habit, because that's what Tom Brady wants. You bring an extra, he sees the quick read, he gets it out of his hands. You have to dominate up front to beat this team. Because to think our offense is just going to come out there and light them up, I don't see that happening. I just don't. Not with Bill Belichick and that defense scheming to take our best players away. Who's he going to target? Our guy, Nick Chubb. I believe he's going to do everything in his power to take away Nick Chubb, and Gilmore is going to shadow OBJ all over the field. That is my opinion when it comes to that. Chris is killing me today on Facebook. He said the Browns win if Tom Brady gives all of his teammates mono and they can't play. Eric says, gotta work through Chubb, keep it close and control the clock. No stupid penalties, offsides and illegal shifts, and formation penalties are killing drives. Zach says Vernon and Richardson need to step it up so they are not forced to double Garrett. And Zach says, I hate to say it, but Tom Brady does check down 4-yard passes. If we can do that and have our runs, the big plays will happen. All that happens, then we may have a chance to keep in with arm's length. Good points. Good points. George says, my big dog of the game is Nick Chubb. He's a beast.
Dog check!
Nick Chubb gets his big dog. Phil G says, later, you all enjoy the Browns. I will not read Robert's comment. I will acknowledge him in the conversation. Shout out to Robert. I appreciate you, AAA, but I am allergic to saying that comment, Robert, because I am a hater of him. I am being honest. But shout out to you in the comments, and thank for watching, but I am allergic to saying that name. And Aaron says, hurry up offense, 2-minute drill. Get the ball out of Baker's hands quick. Get down the field. Those are all good points to winning this football game. So who's going to win? Get it in the comment section. Browns, Pats, who you got? Eric Harmon has agreed the front four has to be the big dog. Go Browns. Easy Browns win. Whoa. Whoa, Jay Moss, my guy. Easy Browns win? Easy. Did you just say easy Browns win? Hey, man, I hope you're right. Easy, yo? Easy win? Okay. I hope you're right. I wouldn't go with easy. Nothing against the Patriots is easy. Easy win, huh? Clyde says my big dog is going to be the defense. big dog of the game is the defense. I cannot disagree with that one right there. Not at all. Easy win though. Easy win. And he's doubling down. He says 34-10 Browns. Now, you know what, J Moss? I'm going to have to ask you to come back next week because I don't know if you've made a comment before. And if you have and I missed it, I apologize. You're over on Facebook. And if you haven't, man, I'm going to need you to subscribe to the YouTube page because, man, listen. Because if you're right, I'm going to give you the shout out of all shout outs. But I'm going to need you to come back next week, man. Easy win, 34-10. That's some bold stuff there. I like it, but come on now. All right. I'm going to give y'all my big dog. I haven't picked this player all year. I haven't heard anybody pick this player because quite honestly, we haven't heard this player do quite much since the preseason game in Tampa Bay. We haven't heard him do quite anything. Now, I don't know why. It might not be his fault. This is a bold prediction and a big dog all in wrapped up in one. That's what this is. A bold prediction and a big dog all wrapped up in one. My guy Jay Moss is laughing. Hey man, I'm gonna need you back next week. I'm gonna need you to subscribe too. Because listen, if you're right, I will call you out, give you all the credit in the world. Eric says 24-21. I think we pull it out and shock everyone. Chris says 31-10 Pats. That didn't shock me because you said -15, close coin toss. He has to give mono to everyone. And Zachary says that win is easy as Lindsey Pellis trying to get in JJ Watt's DMs. Shots fired. I don't have any shots, so I will just go ahead and do that one. So my big dog of the game, let me go back to YouTube. I can't forget y'all. Aaron says upset Browns, don't like the Pats. All right. Shout out to Aaron. Shout out to everybody on YouTube. My big dog of the week. Now, I was saying, listen, haven't heard from this guy. Bold prediction. Now, it's in theme with what I was saying about the defense. My big dog, bold prediction of the game, Olivier Vernon. Knock, knock. Where are you? That's my big dog of the game in the theme of defense, defensive line. Bill Belichick goes to stop somebody. He was given all the praises in the world to one Myles Garrett. What does that mean to me? That's a little sign to me that Bill Belichick is saying, Myles Garrett, you aren't doing nothing this game. We are taking you out. You're doing nothing. So, Olivier Vernon, it's time to stand up and show why we traded for you. It's time to show out this game. You are my big dog and bold prediction. It's time for you to get that Brady jersey, some green grass stains. That's what it's time for you to do today as he tries to take Myles Garrett out of the game. Chris says Austin Seaver scores all of our points. And then Zachary says that -15 might be -20 now. Jay says Greedy Awards shuts it down. I'm going with Olivier Vernon as my big dog of the game. I'm going to say he gets 2 sacks, 4 QB hurries, and 4 QB hits without a roughing the passer penalty, because if you blow in Tom Brady's ear, it's a roughing the passer. If you sniff his shoe, it's a roughing the passer. If you braze his shoulder with your glove, it's a roughing the passer. So that is a feat in its own. That's what I'm going for Olivier Vernon. That's my big dog and bold prediction of the game. It's time to step up, because if the Browns are going to win, you have to step up, because I believe Bill Belichick is going to take Myles Garrett out of the game. And Aaron says, my son says Browns win 21-17. And Aaron, how has your son's predictions goes? If you can let me know in the comment section so we can know what his record is. I think I've got everyone right except I don't know. The Rams, maybe? I think I've been okay. But that's here nor there. No, I got the Rams right. I missed Seattle. I went with my heart, and I failed. But that's not what this is about. I'm going with Olivier Vernon, big dog of the game. Chris says breathing the same air as Brady's 15-yard penalty. Eric says, I hope Jay Moss is right. Chris says, all seriousness, no, the Browns usually play the Patriots pretty tough, and the games are usually close. Jay Moss says, we're scoring 30 at half. Man, you better be back next week, man. Don't just leave after 1 week throwing all these grenades in the comment section and then just gone. All right? Come on, man. You throwing a lot of grenades. Time for the prediction portion of the show. Everybody except Shoot the Trill is on the Browns and Chris Lyons. I think that I've read or that I've seen. Everybody's on the Browns. The Browns are going to win. Shock the world. I've seen a lot of scores, some close ones, some blowouts. I've said that I've changed my pick twice due to heart. The Ravens pick and the Seahawks pick. The Ravens pick was for the good and they won. And the Seahawks pick was for the bad and they lost and they should have won. I hate Tom Brady with everything in my heart. Now they say you should never hate anything. You should just strongly dislike it. Well, I say that's a bunch of horse manure. I hate him. I hate him. All right? Great. He's great, but I hate him. Shout out to George. See y'all next Sunday. All right, George. See you later. Thanks for tuning in. I hate him, but that's okay. Before the season started, I had the Browns losing this game. That's just what I did. Did I think we were going to be 2-5? No. But I am not switching my pick this week. I just don't see the Browns winning. My confidence pick was a 1.5 for a reason. You guys can throw tomatoes at me. Where is your faith, they say. Listen, I'm just going on what I see. Until they prove it to me from here on out, I am not switching what I picked regularly. I need to see it on the field. I think the Patriots wins. We get no calls anyway. I think they have the better coaching staff. I think they're more disciplined. We got to cut down on penalties. We don't get calls. We have a lot of things that go against us going into this matchup. I hope to God that I am wrong so I can get on here and say that I am wrong, because I like being wrong when it helps my team. I think we put up a good fight, but in the end, I think the Patriots squeak by and they win 24-16, an 8-point win for the Patriots. They move to 8-0. We fall to 2-5, and the comments all over the world will put us in the grave. Baker needs traded. Freddie needs fired. A new end zone needs painted. Get rid of the bleachers. You pick a headline, they'll put it. Hopefully, everybody that watches this show won't fall into that narrative, but we will need to clean up some stuff if we lose. And if we win, we're back Super Bowl bound. I knew it. Baker's the greatest thing since sliced bread. Freddie Kitchens is the best coach ever. You'll see those too, and hopefully you're not a part of that either. We'll still need to continue to get better no matter what the outcome of this game is. That's my point. Just get better next game. Todd says 31-17, and Jay Moss says the Browns will go undefeated for the rest of this season. And he throws one more grenade before we get out of here. C-Dub says go Browns over on Facebook. George said, oh, I said that. And Aaron says big dog, OBJ, or Landry. Welp, that's it, folks. Triple A says, gotta run, Corey. I love your show. Dog check. I gotta run too. Check. Dog check. Thanks everybody for watching. We'll be back next week. Same time, same page, same show. I want to thank everybody for watching. We're here every Sunday. If you're on Facebook, click that link on the video description. Subscribe to our YouTube page. I would appreciate it. Hit that bell, turn on those notifications. But until then, I will see you guys live next week. Unless something breaks down big time in the news, then I will just pop on. You never know. So make sure those notifications are on. Until then, I'm Corey Boyd. I'll see y'all next week. Peace.